On today's show, we go into the band hall as the Blue Hawk Band practices for their season of contests.
Homecoming is coming up on the Hill, and we have all the information about what's coming up next week and more on this edition of Hilltop News.
What's rockin', Rock Nation? Welcome back to Hilltop News. From Studio 1060, I'm Brandon McVay.
And I'm Bronwyn Liber. I hope you guys all survived the PSAT and are excited for our first homecoming next week.
With homecoming next week, Kyla's in studio to give you all the information you're going to need to prepare for next week. Kyla?
Thank you, Brandon. With next week being homecoming week, there's a lot in store for Rock Hill. With all the dress-up days, the football game, the parade, and the dance, there's a lot of information you need to know, starting with the dress-up days. In case you needed a place to start when it comes to all things costumes, we brought in some of the HTN staff to showcase some ideas. Starting from the top, Monday is 90s Fashion Day. This means anything from preppy plaid skirts to hip-hop joggers are all fair game. Next Tuesday is Disney Day or Dynamic Duo Day. You can pair up with one of your friends for a duo costume, or for all you Disney fans out there, you can wear anything Disney related. Following the Disney Duo Day, Wednesday's theme is Out of This World. You can come to school as astronauts, aliens, or just wear anything neon green. Beginning to wrap up the week, a highly requested thing amongst the student body is anything but a backpack trend. Stuco kept this in mind and turned it into a unique dress-up day for Thursday. The objective of this day is in the name. You can bring anything to carry your school supplies that is not your typical backpack. Finally, to finish off the week, Friday's theme is Color War. Every class has a color. Freshmen are gray, sophomores are blue, juniors are black, and seniors are white. Friday is also the day you can wear your mums and garters to school to prepare for the game that night. That's all for the dress-up days. I know here at Hilltop News we will be sure to dress up next week. Now for a preview of how next week is going to look. Starting first off with the mum orders. If you are looking to order a mum through the mum shop, orders are due today. If you order one online by today, you can have it shipped to the school and will be here by next Monday. Yesterday, the voting closed for homecoming court nominations. The top 3 underclassmen and the top 5 seniors will be put on the ballots. Voting for 9th through 11th grade will be on next Tuesday, October 19th, and voting for seniors will be on Thursday, the 21st. Homecoming court will be announced at the community pep rally on Wednesday, and the king and queen will be announced at the football game on Friday. On Wednesday, we will hold our annual community pep rally as well as the homecoming parade. The parade will be here at Rock Hill around the school, and it will begin at 6 p.m. Finally, the dance will be taking place this next Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. in the Rock Hill cafeteria. If you plan on taking a date that does not attend Rock Hill High School, you will need to check out your email to fill out the registration form. Tickets are $20 a person. Well, that's all the information you need to know about next week's homecoming date. To stay up to date with all things HOCO, make sure to check out our social medias at Rock Hill Media.
Thank you for all that useful information, Kyla.
Playing at our football games is not all our band is doing this season. Annabelle Resendez Murillo is at the band hall to take a closer look at how band is preparing for their next contest. Annabelle, what is the band doing right now?
Thanks, Braun. I'm here in the band hall where all of our band students are practicing and getting ready as they're at their peak of their contest marching season with their yo-yo marching contest this Saturday at Children's Health Stadium.
Band is spreading their wings and taking flight as they soar into their inaugural contest season after the pandemic postponed contests in 2020.
It's really awesome and fulfilling, especially we talked a lot about this last year and just how last year was all just working towards this. And it's really awesome just getting to see it come to fruition, and especially getting to see over half of our band hasn't had a contest season, and getting to see the shift in them of how they kind of see just how rewarding this is and just seeing them kind of buy into it more.
Their contest piece, titled Dreams of Icarus, encompasses the band's aspirations as they're ready to fly their way up to the sun. Through having extra time to structure the multifaceted show, they were able to better prepare themselves and get even farther to make themselves the best that they can be.
We started back in July and have been working through August and September and are now into the heavy part of our season where it's very time consuming. But it's worth it because we've worked really hard to have a great show and a great performance. So it's really been my honor to help these kids put this really amazing show together.
Within the show, developed an interpretation of the myth of Icarus. Each melody, dance move, position, and rhythm plays an important role in creating the image of Icarus's dreams. Band first competed with this production on October 2nd at Plano East Marching Invitational, where they placed second overall between 5A and 6A schools.
I think it's great to celebrate because we got second place. I think it's great to celebrate and say great job, but at the same time, you're only as good as your last performance. So sure, we got second place, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything for our next 3 competitions. So, we still have to try really hard. It's great to stop for a second and celebrate, but you got to get right back into it and keep pushing.
At the Plano East Marching Invitational, they also won Outstanding Color Guard, Outstanding Percussion, and Best General Effects. They hope to carry that success to tomorrow's region marching contest. They will perform at 10:15 at Children's Health Stadium. For more Hilltop News, I'm Annabelle Resendez-Morio.
We want to congratulate our band on placing second overall, Outstanding Color Guard, Outstanding Percussion, and Best General Effects at the Plano East Marching Invitational.
Thinking about what you're going to do after high school can sometimes be scary, but one organization at Rock Hill helps students gain some experience on how to handle some situations they might face in their own career of choice.
Out what you see as business professionals.
The PCIS program is a way for students to take that first step into building their future to prepare them for after high school. Senior Isabella Trevino is involved in the program to study her passion career, music therapy.
So I joined PCIS because I thought it'd be a really cool opportunity to discover what my true passions were and what career I wanted to follow. I wasn't really sure what career I wanted to do before I joined PCIS, but PCIS has really helped me figure out what I want to do and what I'm really passionate about.
While the PCIS class gives students the knowledge about professionalism and the profession they want to go into, they also get to learn from business professionals that are in the career of interest of the students, like Prosper ISD attorney Jane Matthews.
Well, I highly encourage, any student who's interested in exploring a certain field to learn more about the PCIS program and to sign up for it. I even more strongly encourage local professionals to sign up to do it. Students get to learn from you, but even more for you as the local professional, you get an opportunity to meet with a Prosper student and really see how bright our future is.
Business leaders who mentor the students in PCIS not only teach the students about their job, they also inspire the kids and give them someone to look up to. They also build a relationship at the same time.
You can study the profession all you want, but you never know what it's truly like until you're observing it and until you have someone kind of showing you the reality of it all. So for the student, it obviously benefits them because they have someone that they could go to when they are actually studying the profession and in the profession. You kind of have those networking details, and then for the mentor, that you would build a relationship because you're going to end up spending a lot of time with them because you're going to be with them a lot for your projects and you're going to be observing them a lot, so you're going to have to spend a lot of time with them. So there's definitely going to be a relationship coming out of that.
PCIS gives the students the thrive to follow their passion even if they don't know it yet. With the help of building relationships with professionals, they are able to prepare and take that first leap into their future, but at an early stage. For Hilltop News, I'm Brandon Bedford.
PCIS will hold a community symposium on Monday, October 18th.
A couple of our Rock Hill teams started district playoffs this past week. Connor Fuxa is in studio to catch you up all on the action as well as everything Rock Hill sports. Connor.
Thanks, Bronwyn. Last night, football faced off against Frisco Memorial at the Ford Center. Rock Hill took home the win 31-20. Big performance from Donovan Shannon, who ran for 205 yards and 3 touchdowns to help propel the Blue Hawks to the win. Volleyball played last Friday away against the Colony, where they took a tough loss 3-1. Volleyball was also in action last Tuesday away versus McKinney North. McKinney ended up winning that one 3-0. Volleyball looks to rebound tonight at home against Wiley East. It is a big home game tonight, so come out in your pink and support the team as they look to strive for playoffs. Tennis started their playoff action last Tuesday against Liberty. Tennis fell 2 matches to 10. Tennis season is over, ending as the district runner-ups and a 6-1 record in district. Tuesday, the cross-country team showed their Blue Hawk drive when they competed in their district meet. Grace Quinn has the story.
As the runners set off in the morning, they begin what is only the part of their practice each day. The cross-country team goes through extensive training to prepare themselves for their meets.
So we want everybody to be out here showing good morals, good character, kind of represent our 3 pillars of Rock Hill cross country, which is hard work beats talent, and that's not just in running, it's everything you do. Trusting the process with our training, with everything that we're doing at Rock Hill since only year 2, and then also team before self, and that goes outside of the team here at cross country with your classmates too. Things. So we want to build a community with them.
At first glance, cross country does not seem to be a team sport. Many runners have their own goals they work to accomplish. Coach Morgan, however, emphasizes traditional team values as the head coach of cross country.
It's pretty intensive, so we do a lot of high volume. What that means is we run a lot of miles at one time, so our guys run up to 7 miles a day, and they'll do 12-mile long runs on the weekends. Our girls will run up to 10 miles or 9 miles on the weekends, and they'll do between about 5 to 6 miles a day.
Runners, like in other sports, push themselves to the limits. Unlike these other sports, however, they have to dedicate themselves at all times, running day and night every day.
For running, you need a lot of endurance and a lot of patience, and you need to have a mindset where you can do this. You can keep going, don't slow down. But with other sports, it's just yeah, you can do this. You've been doing this your whole life. But running, it's just you can push. You can go faster if you wanted to.
For these runners, it's a lifestyle. Through their continuous commitment, runners are constantly working to stay ahead of themselves and to achieve their goals. For Hilltop News, I'm Grace Quinn.
Cross country will be advancing to the UIL regional meet on October 25th at Lynn Creek Park in Grand Prairie. Well, that's all for today's show. We hope you tune in next week for our special homecoming edition of Hilltop News. But for now, I'm Connor Fuxa.
I'm Brandon McVay.
And I'm Bronwyn Liber. Keep rocking, Blue Hawks.